What's up, guys? Welcome to Behind the Grind, Volume 33. Let's get some heads in here. Let's get a little share going, please.
Everybody share, like, comment, give it the thumbs up. Let's get this to as many people as possible.
Let's get a share. We got 7 motherfuckers up in here right now. What's up, motherfuckers? GME. Drop a GME for me.
As many people as possible.
I gotta like.
Let's get a share. We got 7 motherfuckers up in here right now. It's all right. Hold on. Yeah, pause that. You got it.
I'm just gonna mute it. There we go.
Yeah. I sound good.
The chat open.
Sound like I have a rapping voice. There he is. There he is, the legend. All right, guys. I want to get into it's obviously volume 33. Give us a share real quick, guys. I'm gonna get into the show. Let's see. Let me play my fucking. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Volume 33. I am Trip B.
No, I'm Johnny Concepts.
We're going to keep continuing to peel back the curtain on some of your favorite grind mode affiliates. Today, we got the homie Kemic. Kemic, before you introduce yourself and get into it, I'm going to play a grind mode Cypher verse of yours for the people.
Yeah.
Is that all right? Yeah, let's do that. I forgot to mention this. So, guys, what we're going to do right now is we're going to play Kemic's verse from grind mode Cypher Bars at the Barbecue, Volume 9. This joint was produced by the man himself, the robot Lingo. Bless you. The Omnicron, sir? Omnicron, sir? All right, guys. I'm going to play this right here for you. Hold on. Give me a second. Here we go.
Just to be looked at, don't talk about my body's to body on you harass. This shit ain't just a hobby, it cost me all that I should have. The thought went across if you honestly understood that. Took rap and ran with it, boom bap and the analyst. Blunt with my words, so I stay rapping the cannabis. Lay back in the hammock, I'm sauce. Take out the ramekins, blowing out your candles. My wishes are your command again. Whoa, the double standard, I really need me some answers. I need me a couple dances, they call me pretty and handsome. I'm broke, that's my anthem, no ghost, cause I'm the fan of my notes. Be expansive, so focus on what I'm planning on. Cause women really running the lane from under the cage. You put us in enough of the games. You want the same energy, but you've been stuck in a maze. If you really want to step to me, you're fucking insane.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of that? Drop a commie. I see some fire emojis. Joey
Morris, that's my best friend.
Oh, what's up, What's up, BF?
Right? I see Big G's up in here. I love Big G's.
We got Big G's. We got Nate. Make sure you guys give thumbs up. Massacre, what's up?
Hey,
what's up? You guys are finally getting here. What up, Massacre? What up, AOK? Smeeg, what's good? AJ Cypher, I believe that says what's good. Verbose, what's good? Joey, the BF, what's good? Big G's, Nate, what up, fam? The real Mike B, I see you. All right, guys, we're going to get into this interview. So obviously, for you today in volume 33, we have the homie Kemic. Kemic, why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how you got into hip-hop, how you found hip-hop, etc.
Hell yeah. So what up, guys? My name's Kemic. I'm from Malden, Mass. And believe it or not, actually, before I got into hip-hop, I was into more of like punk, kind of like rock. I grew up playing guitar, keyboard, stuff like that. And I actually like got together with friends and started like doing kind of like band stuff. And that's kind of where I realized like I found my love for writing music. So a lot of the times I would write for like my friends in bands and write poems and write in that kind of way. And then, you know, a lot of my friends that I grew up with were also rappers. So we would hang out, we'd go to parties and stuff like that. And I'd have a little bit of alcohol in me. I'd start freestyling and I'd start, you know, spitting these bars that I wrote, you know, 8 bars or 16 bars that I wrote here and there. And a lot of my friends were like, yo, this is actually good. Like you should fucking continue to do this shit. So I just kind of took my love for writing in general and ran with it in hip hop. I mean, I grew up on rock and punk and whatever, but I also grew up on, you know, Big L, Biggie, fucking Ludacris, like all that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Nice.
My mom was like completely into like hip hop and R&B, and my dad was like completely into 80s hair metal and shit like that. So I grew up with a lot of different types of music.
That's dope.
Yeah, I think that's really dope, and that probably helps mold you as an artist too, because like you're listening to so many different genres.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I actually on the album I'm working on right now, I have like it's a kind of like a rap, like hardcore kind of like infusion. I had my buddy come and throw live guitar over the like the part in the hook, and we like kind of like distorted my vocals a little bit to make it sound more like kind of like grungy. So I'm pretty excited for you guys to hear that. That's dropping next week. So
absolutely.
Oh, yeah, looking forward to that.
That's a good segue. Well, let's talk about that. So you got an album coming out this next week, you said?
I do. Yep. Next Friday, February 11th. It's called Burned Bridges. It has 8 tracks on it. I've been working on it for probably about 6 to 8 months now. And at first, it was supposed to be like a 13 to 15 track album. But this past fall, I ended up getting really sick. Like I got pneumonia, I got COVID, I had like all these types of like upper respiratory infections. So I had to I was like, I either like put it on hold or I'll do part 1 and part 2. So this is the first part of my album that will be dropping. It's tracks 1 through 8, and then 9 through 15 will probably drop. I'm thinking like early summertime.
Smart.
That's what's up.
Yeah, very smart. I like that.
Now, are you just dropping the album just like that, or have you been promoting it? Was it more of like
I've been promoting it a lot. You know, I perform a lot, so I've been announcing it at shows and networking it that way. And I actually released a music video for one of the tracks that's on the album. It's called "The Come Up." It's I dropped it last month just to get people kind of like tuned in and ready for the album and all that, and it's gotten some pretty good feedback and everything. So I'm excited for this album. It's really different than a lot of the other projects that I worked on. So
dope. Now, side note to the album, it's an album question. It's dropping 3 days before Valentine's Day, if I'm correct, and with the title "Burned Bridges." I was just wondering, is there
it has nothing to do with Valentine's Day at all. It really it doesn't. It's honestly like Burned Bridges is basically like it's just like me and my buddy Glenn, we just started our own like booking agency, like KNG. So we're it's basically just like focusing on myself and like not worrying about and focusing on like this new adventure and not worrying about like things in the past. It's like I'm like walking over the bridge and burning like everything that came in the past, just focusing on the future kind of thing. So
that's super dope. Good shit. Now earlier when we started talking, when you were speaking on your origin a little bit into hip hop and into music in general, you had mentioned some of your hip hop influences. You said, I believe, like Big L. You said Ludacris. Who are some other influences that you had?
I'd have to say probably one of my biggest influences is Missy Elliott. I friggin' love Missy Elliott, and I've been listening to her since I was a kid. And if you listen to her flow on like on a couple of different songs, I definitely picked up that and it influenced my flow a little bit on certain tracks that I have as well. But bringing it back to my punk roots, one of my big influences as well is Hayley Williams from Paramore. Okay. I absolutely love her. She's an amazing vocalist. I've seen them live so many times. And actually, she was like the one person, like when I would go see them live, like I'd be like, I want to do this so bad. Like I want to be on a stage and I want to control a crowd like that. Right. And like her energy, like it made me want to like be an MC, like be a performer and control a crowd. So that's definitely one of my bigger influences. I'd have to say J. Cole is another big one. Let's see, I wrote all these things down over here. NWA, Outkast, Biggie, old Lil Wayne, like, mixtape Lil Wayne.
Mixtape era.
Yes, exactly. Definitely a big influence. Oops. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. It was the hip hop guys. Hey, it was the hip hop guys. We said mixtape Wayne, and it was fucking woo. all going crazy, all the energy.
Yeah, legit. And 50 Cent's another big one that I grew up listening to.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget about 50, I think, but he was killing shit in the the Massacre album and the prior.
Yeah, like early 2000s. And like that's like when, early 2000s, I was like 11, 12. Like that's when I like really started getting into my own music, and you know what I mean? So he was definitely a big influence that I, listened to a lot growing up.
That's dope.
Yeah, for sure. And definitely a lot of dope influences. Like I really like the Paramore influence. My wife loves Paramore, so I'm like forced to listen to a lot of that stuff.
I love them so much. Like it's like one of my like guilty pleasures. Like I'll be on my way to work and I'll just listen to a whole Paramore album. like
they just got so much energy. It's great.
Yeah, they do, and that's like a big thing that influenced me is honestly their energy on stage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
That's what's up. Kemic, so you started getting into hip hop a little bit, into music and punk and stuff, and how long before you were like, oh, I'm gonna you said, you got involved in writing with a band. How old were you when that happened? And when did the transition into hip hop happen? At what point in your life?
So like when I was doing more like band stuff, and that was like around high school, I was definitely like probably an emo kid. You could call me, but I'd play guitar and write and play keyboard and stuff like that. I've always been into the process of making music in general, but the first time I actually wrote like and recorded a hip hop song, I think it was my senior year in high school. I ended up I was working at Dollar Tree on the overnight shift, and this kid DJ Tassin that I know, he's an actual DJ, but he used to do hip hop too. So we smoked a joint, walked back to my house, and he was like, "Yo, you have GarageBand?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have GarageBand." And he was like, "We're gonna make a hip hop song right now." So it was awful. It was so bad. Like I didn't know how to flow. I didn't know how to get into that genre, switching from rock. But I mean, that's the truth. That's the origin of where it all started.
That's cool. That's so cool. Go ahead, John. Were you gonna say something?
No, I think everyone has like similar things to that. When like no one makes like a
banger
track like their first time. If they do, good for them. But like
right. I'm sure we could get somebody in the chat to be like, my first song was a banger.
I feel like everyone's first song was not that great,
Probably not. Yeah. So I was gonna like bring it all back full circle and ask then, how did you get involved with Grind Mode? When was the first time you heard about Grind Mode, Cypher?
So the first time I heard about Grind Mode, honestly, I think it was Token had posted something. I want to say like back in like 2013 or 2014. So it's been like almost like 10 years I've been following you guys. But I think the first Grind Mode I saw, what was it? It was the Mission Underground in LA. And it had like Flawless, Big G's, Token. Who else did it have? Passionate MC. And honestly, and I think that transitions into a lot of affiliates that I really like and I listen to also. Is I really like Frankie V as well, Ali K, Miss Laura Michelle, AOK, Cap SZA.
Mm-hmm.
They're all spitters.
Capital C.
Yeah.
If you watch Cap SZA's Behind the Grind, that I believe was one of his first rap names.
Yeah.
Capital C.
Capital C.
So that's what he gets from Capital
It's
C.
actually pretty funny. I went down to one of the Grind Mode ciphers. It was in Providence, Rhode Island, and it was the Joel Ortiz one.
Okay. Yep.
That they did live. Yep. And it's funny because I watch it now. And it's funny because I'm in the front row and I'm like, yeah, let's go. And like, going from like a fan to like actually like being on Grind Mode is pretty funny. Like,
That's cool. So you were in the crowd that night?
I was in the crowd. Yeah. If you watch it, you can see my white hat like bobbing up and down.
Oh.
There was so much energy in the building that night. I was there too.
Yeah, that was such a great.
Yeah. Now, like out of like you did mention a lot of artists, like out of those, like any Grind Mode artists, who would you like to work with if you haven't already?
Oh man, Big G's, man. I told him that at the last grind mode cypher I was at, I was like, dude, like he's probably my favorite grind mode affiliate in general. His style is insane. His bars are insane. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, give that man his flowers.
Big G's, if you in here, let me know.
Yeah, facts.
He wasn't.
There you go.
He was, yeah.
Look, he's so bougie now with the emojis. Like, you know, he's really humbled. I know, but he's probably just so stoned right now. He's like, let me throw up the fucking.
Oh, speaking of getting stoned, I'm gonna light this joint up too.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's get you right.
Yeah.
I want to take a time out then while you're lighting that blunt or joint, I shall say, and say what's up to the homie Knowledge. What's up to Frankie V, who's up in here.
What up, Frankie?
Oh, what up, Knowledge?
Yeah, guys, if you're up in here, drop a GME. Yeah, Big G is my boy. You already know.
What up, Frankie?
Let's see. That'd be fucking so dirty. That'd be fucking so dirty. I agree. Kemic is a dope artist. Guys, K Blaze, I see you throwing a couple questions up in there. Kemic, I saw you answer one. Why don't you hold off so we can do that for the fan segment? So, guys, if you have, I was
trying to be active on.
Yeah, thanks. You're like, oh hell yeah. Nah, but guys, keep throwing up some good questions. K Blaze, I appreciate you, dog.
Yeah, we will definitely get to them. We're gonna do it around 8:30. So keep
that's my first rap name. Y'all don't want to know that.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get into it.
Kind of continuing with the grind mode thing. So when you did your first cypher, like, was it what you expected, and did it meet your expectations, or what were you expecting?
It was honestly better than I expected. My first cypher was at Panucci's, up in Manchester, and I was so nervous, but like I went like as hard as I could. It was honestly still to this day, it might be one of my favorite ciphers that I did. Because my rhyme schemes were pretty crazy in that. But I remember being like so nervous, but then I got there and everyone was like mad nice. I like networked like crazy, and I ended up coming out dope. So I was excited. That was I think it was 2019 was my first one. Or maybe 20. Yeah, it was 2019, I think.
Nice. Where was it? You said? I'm sorry.
Manchester, New Hampshire.
Manchester. Okay. Yeah. Not there. I like performing in Manchester. Always good times.
You guys didn't know the three of us actually rocked the cypher together at the bars at the barbecue. If you haven't checked that out, make sure you do.
Yes, the clip we just played. Hey, okay, if you're still here, why don't you drop the link to the bars at the barbecue cypher, Volume 9, produced by Lingo. Jenny on the beat. We know she got bars.
Oh, Jenny on the beat.
Lone,
actually, producer.
Word. Okay. We got Lone in the building. What's up, Lone? Yeah, so check it out. I got another question for you. Pulling through my catalog. I got to see what's good and what's fitting right now. I got my whole catalog out. No, I'm just playing. You said you have the album coming out February 11th, and you also had a promotional video for that came out about a month ago, you said?
Yeah, it's called
cool.
The Come Up. It's on YouTube right now. It's not available on Spotify until the album drops or Apple Music or whatever, but the song and the music video are available on YouTube.
I want to also grab that link and pop that in the description of this video afterwards, guys. So make sure you go check out the video description of this. There's a bunch of Kemic links in there already, and I'm going to add some more to it afterwards. You already told us who some of your favorite grind mode affiliates are, who some of your hip hop influences in general are, and stuff like that. Now, if you could change something about, we kind of talked about this question earlier, but if you could change something about the industry today, anything about it at all, from the smallest of things to the largest of things, what would you change about the music industry, how it stands today, 2022?
Honestly, like, I mean, I don't know if this is really like the industry, but just like the local scene in general. Like, I want to stop seeing like pay to play shit, like paying like $1,000 fucking dollars to open up for someone to I know that I'm not gonna like say any names, but like I know someone who paid like $1,000 to open up for Millie's, and then it was just a fucking after party, and he didn't even get to perform, and it was like, you know what I mean? And like, And it's just,
Wow.
for me, it's like artists should be able to get paid. You know what I mean? Like, artists shouldn't be paying to work. And like, you know what I mean? Like, you put all this time into like doing your performance and then you're going to pay to do it. You know, to me, it doesn't make sense. And that's kind of why I started KNG. And, you know, we're trying to get artists paid. Like, even if it's $50 in your pocket after performing, it's like $50 is $50. You know what I mean? Like, if you're bringing out the people and we could split door sales, like, that's what I'm trying to do. You know, I'm not in this to make a $1 million off booking shows. I'm doing this because I do it anyways. Like, I perform all the fucking time, and I'd rather see artists get paid than, you know, getting fucked over. So
yeah, and unfortunately, like I don't know if it's probably with the whole music scene, but like in hip hop specifically, like that's what the promoters do. They hand you a bunch of tickets. We're the ones that sell all the tickets and do their job,
right.
And then they ask us to pay,
and then they're getting paid. That, you know, they're getting a payday and not putting any of the work in.
Yeah, they said, like, I know some promoters that are excuse me, that don't do that. And like actually do their job, and then there's others that don't. They just say like,
well, of course, and I'm
hey,
not saying every promoter either, because you know there are great promoters out there that are also working towards the same thing, you know. But there are still those, you know, people that are just trying to, you know, make their own pockets fatter and you know basically scamming artists. Just you know,
big facts. Yeah, I've seen even I have seen that even on a national level. Like there's like touring companies who also rip artists off, and like
emails,
coast to coast mixtapes and shit like that. Like
coast to coast is the worst, bro.
Yeah, coast to coast mixtapes and companies like that. You know what I mean? They're even out there doing it. It's like, it's crazy. Now these promoters will turn around and tell you that it's an investment in yourself and Kemic, and that's why you need to pay me $800 to open for so and so, or $1,200 open for so and so, and they want you to look at it like it's some type of investment. But they need to realize that if they have the reputation of being a promoter who pays their artists, whether it's $50 or $25 or $150 to $250, whatever it may be, $300 sometimes. When you have that type of reputation, artists are really coming there to put it down for you. You know what I mean? And we're really promoting the show, and we're really doing things extra that we're not doing for these pay to play shows, even though we should be. But these pay to play shows, it puts a dagger in your heart. It's like, man, even when you get there, it's like, if the turnout's not good, if the drinks aren't good, if the company's not good, it's like, damn, I just came out of pocket for this. I didn't sell all my tickets back. Oh, guys and fans and young artists and old, if you're not familiar with the scheme, like they'll tell you, like, you know, pay me $800 and I'll give you these 20 tickets, and you're gonna sell these tickets, and you're gonna recoup even more money than you had originally. And that's nice and it sounds good, but when you like to perform and you love getting on stage, and you're on stage 3 times a week in the summertime, and you're popping, your group of people, whether it's 20, 30, 50, 10, 100, how many times in a row are you going to get that group to come out?
Exactly.
Honestly, how many times are you going to get that group to come out? And our passion and our love for it, performing live, is too much to just be like, well, I'm going to limit it to like twice a year then, so my group can come out. Like, we're too selfish for that. I'm not only going to perform twice a year. Are you kidding me? So
like, I don't do this, like, I do this for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a therapy for me. Like, I love to get on stage and perform. It's like a whole weight off my shoulder. Like, you know, it's great that, you know, now I'm starting to get more of like a, you know, a local fan base and stuff like that. And like, it, you know, it definitely helps. But even if I didn't, I'd still be doing it because I love it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Big fact. Yeah, that's pretty much the point of it, man. And like, that's why we do take these pay to plays occasionally. It's like, man, I just want to do something. It's like, God, I'm itching. It's like literally an addiction for us because of the dopamine and endorphins you do get while you're up on that stage. It's like,
oh, it's like high you can't even fucking compare to anything else. You know what I mean?
It's the best. It's literally the best, especially when you're looking out in the crowd and you see people you love, and people and your supporters, and people you know who support you and stuff like that. It's
100%. Yeah.
I'm feeling, man. It's really good shit. All right. So what do you've been on a few ciphers now?
Yeah, Actually, the Bars at the Barbecue one, I believe, was my 5th one that I've been on.
Now that leads to my next question: was which is your favorite of the 5?
Ooh, I'd have to say my first and my last.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I can decide. I really like I like them in different ways. Like my first one, I really like how I like set it up in like my rhyme schemes and the 3 to 2 syllable like offset rhyme schemes and stuff like that. But then like I spoke on some real shit in my last one too. So it's just like 2 different kind of verses.
Yeah, I love it.
So in the cipher that we did together, one of the things you say is you got to rap twice as good as the dudes just to get looked at.
Right.
Like, is that something that you truly believe is like a stigma against like female MCs?
I think so. In general, I feel like I'm not taken as seriously until people really like get to know me and like listen to my shit. I feel like right off the bat, like even at some like events, like my first event, I'm not gonna mention any names. Someone on the stage was like,
Trent B.
No, I like.
So, it's about to be real bad, right?
First off, they misgendered me, and they were like, "Who the fuck did this little dude pay to?" Cause like yeah, and I was like, "What?" And then I was like, "Actually, like I'm a female, and you know what I mean, like da da da." But like just right off the bat, like he was just I don't know, just kind of like I feel like I'm not taken seriously until like people are like, "Okay, she's serious." Like you know what I mean? I should take her seriously. But it's definitely a downfall too, because it like as a female artist in general, like I'm not like other female artists either. I don't, I'm not putting makeup on and wearing, sexy clothes and this and that, which a lot of guy rappers look for in female rappers too. So. What was that?
He said you don't hang out your vagina, I believe.
No, what I said was there's always the female artists that talk about their vagina in every verse.
Well, my second bar on that was like, I don't talk about my body. Still body all you harass.
Yeah. Yeah, see? Take a note, ladies.
Hey, and I have nothing against ladies talking about their bodies either, because like that, you know what I mean? Like
we can't
it's not my style. And I feel like that's also like why it's been like tough for me to find like a certain like fan base and like group. You know what I mean? It's kind of all over the place right now. But I'd like to like eventually like find like my space in the scene,
Right. Facts. That's what growing as an artist eventually leads to. But also at the same time, you don't really want to get pigeonholed into a certain type of genre either. Like especially as an independent artist, like you're signed to a label, you're there for a reason and one reason only. They found a particular skill they liked in you and a sound they liked in you, and they want you to bring it out and accentuate that sound. And then maybe if you're good enough to build upon that, they'll build upon that. But as independent artists, what we do, fucking do it for yourself, like you said before. Like just make whatever sounds good to you, whatever. And the good, also another good thing about being an independent artist is we only release it if we want to release it. It can be it can be in the 4 Kemic size only vault forever. And it can be something you just jam out to. You share
too many of those. Way too many.
Same. We all do. And that's the good thing about shit like that. So I don't know. Johnny, input. Look at this one. You spit real shit and proving doubters wrong is a superpower. You're dope. Remember that. Respect.
Hey.
Shout out to G's.
Yeah.
So I can I just say one thing? G's is like one of the coolest fucking dudes in the fucking scene. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him the link right now so he can pop in here. No, I'm not.
Oh yeah. When I met him at the Bars at the Barbecue, that was the first time I actually got to like meet him in person. Super chill dude, Yeah,
that's my boy.
And not to change the subject, but I don't know if you guys caught it, but in the live chat, I did put Kemic's link to her video in the live chat. So don't leave here to go watch it. When we're done, go watch that.
Come back to the live chat. Come back to the live chat, scroll all the way up, half hour, and find the link. That's why I'm going to add it in the video description after. I also put up like your Linktree and your IG, your YouTube, and Facebook, shit like that as
Oh,
links.
word. That's what's up.
So people can find those places from there as well. Kemic, what's it like being one of the few female MCs involved with grind mode?
I mean, I wish there was more. You know, like I honestly, I mean, I've heard a couple other people say this too. I think it would be really cool to do an all-female cipher.
Did you know? I don't want to cut you off, but do you know we do have an all-female grind mode cipher?
Do you?
Yeah, it's I believe, I wish AOK was in here right now because he'd be pumping the link too. It's fucking Trinidad and Tobago.
So it's one of the
Trinidad and Tobago. I'm not sure of the volume, but there are 3 lovely ladies who rap on the cipher, and it's just them. However, that said, we need more fucking all-female grind mode ciphers. And if I had what's the thing called? The judge? The
gavel.
The gavel. Here it comes. Boom. Come on, Lingo. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's set it up.
Yeah. So
what else are you going to say about it? What, did you have a lineup for me too? And I cut you off? Is that what happened?
Me?
Yeah. What did you have? An all-female lineup?
I would personally, I would like to see, like, if I could be on an all-female cipher, it would be me, Allie K, Miss Laura Michelle. Oh God, who else? I know like so many, but now I'm like on the spot and I'm trying to think. Miss Red would be really dope on one. I don't know. I can't think right now, but I just in general, there's so many. Every single female that I've seen on grind mode has been really dope. So
for sure,
big facts. Yeah, I haven't found one that I really didn't care for, to be honest. Yeah, every grind mode kind of brings it, and I feel like you kind of have to. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, the stereotype of being a female MC is one thing, but then when you realize you're walking into something like a cipher event, is like must be like a totally different thing. Like, yeah, you've done live shows and you're going to be one of like 8 acts performing, and you see them over there in the corner, and then that other act's over there, and then your crew's over here or whatever. But when you're going to something like the grind mode cipher, where it's just like a collective of fucking MCs everywhere, and you're one of maybe 2 or 3 female MCs who are in the building, it's got to be like, I'm here to I'm going to show these dudes. You know what I mean? And I like that. I love that it brings out that in you. I was
actually the only female at the Bars at the Barbecue one this year.
Where you see? I didn't even realize.
Last year, or was maybe, I don't know if it was last year because of COVID. Maybe the year before that. I forget what year it was. But Allie K was there, so you know what I mean. It was me and her. But yeah, this year it was me and Nicole, the 2 girls.
Damn, Nicole's verse got wiped off of YouTube forever, I believe. I believe it was too vulgar. I don't know what happened, but
I love Nicole. She's so funny.
It used to be up. I don't know what happened.
I'll look it up now.
Yeah, right. Crazy Nicole. I know it was under Crazy Nicole something, but
Crazy. I'm looking it up.
Can't really remember.
Hey, okay, hit us with the links.
Yeah, get the links. Get the links. So Kemic, you have a show, guys. We're gonna get into fan questions in a couple of minutes. Why don't you guys drop a couple of questions for Kemic if you have them? Even her people who are up in here, if you guys have a goofy question or something cool you want to put out there or whatever, you guys can go ahead and do that at this time. We're going to get into that in a minute. I just want Kemic to talk about the show coming up in Frederick, in Maryland, I believe. What was the date?
It is February 19th. It's a Saturday, 2 weeks from now on the Saturday. You know, thanks to Knowledge, I was able to get on this show. Bunch of other affiliates are on it too. Mischief, Miss Red, Knowledge. There might be another one or two. I can't think off the top of my head right now. But I'm super excited because my sister lives down in Baltimore. So I visit like 2-3 times a year, sometimes even more. And this is actually what was really cool because I reached out in the Grind Mode Cypher group, just being like, hey, any affiliates from the Baltimore area, I'm going to be there from like these dates. Like, is there any events going on? Like, I'd love to either come out to an event or be on an event out there. And he was able to get me on one. So I'm excited because it's something I've been thinking about doing, moving to Baltimore. Because my sister's down there, and family down there and shit. So if this goes well and I can expand down there, that's even more of a reason to move.
And even more of a reason to look forward to the trips in general for a while, even if you can go once or twice a year going down there. That's dope. That's really cool. Yeah, Johnny, I just want to say, I'm sorry, Kemic, about the little back and forth, but AOK just says, what links? I just got back, was in the other room further. Johnny says, I don't know. Trip says, you the link guy, LOL. No, we were talking about just some dumb shit, AOK, but no, we just wanted a Kemic link for, I forget what it was, and then we wanted something, the Crazy Nicole verse, that's what it was. That's
the Crazy Nicole verse.
That's what we were asking for. Okay. So yeah, guys, if you're in the DMV area, excuse me, go check out that show. I have performed in Baltimore a few times with Charles Brown being the promoter, and I may have been down there with Grime Mode, I'm not sure. Good times, really good times. It's like performing in the city in New York, because the crowd will get like right up to the stage and they're highly energized and they like want to be there. It's not like Rhode Island where motherfuckers are cold and they don't have rent coming on the first, like they don't have the cap. It's a whole different vibe, and it's nice.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It'll be my first show down there in general, so I'm looking forward to seeing the difference of how just like how shows are run down there, and how just see how it goes. I'm excited.
All right. Yeah, it's always cool to see the difference popping from city to city. I love it.
Yeah, I've never performed outside of New England, so.
Oh no shit. Well, congrats. Congrats then.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Congrats and also good luck. Kill it.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah.
I have a pretty nice set list all set up, so.
Good.
Are you planning on going live or anything for the show for the social media people?
I probably will. Sometimes I'll go live on Facebook, sometimes Instagram, but usually I'll let people know beforehand. I'll just be like, hey, gonna go live during my set. Tune in. I probably definitely will for the Maryland show, because that's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, I think we should say that. I'm sorry, Johnny, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, if you want, go live in the Grime Mode Cypher group. I'm sure everyone in there would love to watch all the affiliates that are on there. So
yeah,
feel free.
So
I'll definitely be watching. So
yeah, I was just gonna say, let's go ahead, Kemic, and say that you will be going live, so that whoever's here meeting and being introduced to Kemic for the first time, you guys can pop over, find her on her socials, and check her out on I'm sorry, the date again.
February 19th.
February 19th. It's coming out. So you're doing the show the week after your album. So your set list is going to be nice and fresh, I'm assuming.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm going to do maybe like one or two, classics that I feel like everyone kind of loves. And then I'm going to do probably 4 tracks, because I have an 8-track album. I'm probably going to pick my 4 favorite to do off the album.
Right. All right. That's cool. Yeah, I got some questions for you, Kemic. We're gonna do some fan questions, some fan effing questions right now. That's what we call the segment, fan effing questions. No, it doesn't really ring. I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna scroll down, and I see the first question was from K Blaze. K Blaze asks, "Do you have any recordings of your punk days?"
I do, somewhere in this computer that I need to figure out. It's a really old Mac, and I need to just get it to work, but I probably could send you over some, to be honest.
He's gonna take you up on that. K Blaze, let us know if you're gonna take her up on that. Also, all right, I see another great question from K Blaze. Shout out K Blaze. Was Kemic your first rap name?
No, it was not. I went by MC Kels for 5 years before Kemic.
So you hate Machine Gun Kelly then? You're like, I was fucking Kels first.
Yeah, right. Yeah, MC Kels. But that was also just a nickname, because I was really good friends with another Kelsey, and like we had like to just differentiate us. So my last name is like McGuire, like MC. So people just like started calling me like MC Kels instead of like the other Kels. And then it kind of just stuck with like hip hop and everything too, you know?
That's funny.
Oh, that's a cool backstory. So why did you change it?
It just, I don't know, it didn't fit me right. Like, and it was just something that like wasn't well thought out, and it was just kind of like my nickname like thrown together. And you know, my friend Melissa suggested, she was like, dude, Kemic would be sick because it's like also like it's like your first and last name kind of like mixed together, like Kelsey McGuire, like Kemic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know, so I kind of like shot that out there, and everyone liked it, and it just stuck from there. Some people don't even know my real name anymore. They just call me Kemic.
Right. That's cool. But we like when that happens.
Right.
Yeah. We like somebody.
Like, do people think it's like a drug reference, like you cooking meth or something?
I don't know. I've never gotten that actually.
Kemic, oh, it should be cooking that shit.
I'm sorry. I've been watching a lot of Breaking Bad. So
make sure you clean up. I got a really good question for you from Floren. Shout out the homie Floren from down under. I don't even know what time it is down there, brother. Floren wants to know, how do you overcome writer's block?
Honestly, I very rarely get writer's block because I try to write every day. Like whether it's just like 6 bars, or 8 bars, I try to write a little bit of something every day. But when I do get writer's block, honestly, like sometimes the best thing to do is just kind of like let it be and go out and like experience life and like just like do something fun, and it like gives you something to write about. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's kind of like my way to get out of it.
I love that. I had to be told that also by my father, rest in peace, Pops. He said you know how my father put it very eloquently for me. He said, I told him I was going through writer's block and shit like that, and he said, your tank is empty. You need to go out and fill the tank.
Right. Sometimes like if you just rap all it and you don't live your life, what do you have to rap about anymore? Right. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just gotta take a step back and like live some experiences and do some shit so you have stuff to write about too, That's
it. Simple and sweet.
Yeah.
That's it. I have a brother who writes poetry, and he does the same thing. Like he doesn't sit at home and write. He goes out and he sits in nature, or he'll sit somewhere and people watch while he writes and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of cool too.
Yeah, when I was I visited my buddy, actually Joe, he's in the chat. I visited my buddy in Tennessee, and I had like really long layover flights, and just being like on the plane, like going to a new place, like I was able to like bust out a whole feature verse while on the plane, like, just writing about, stuff like that. So, like just living experiences helps write,
Thanks.
Yo, writing on a plane is like, I love that.
And so, and gives you something to do because you get so bored on the plane too. Like,
oh shit. I always just try to sleep on the planes because I don't really enjoy being up there. So I just want to get off the plane, so I fall asleep. I should try writing though, I guess, if it's 2 to 1.
Yeah, writing, and that's all I do when I'm on the plane.
I got one for you. Well, I should say K Blaze has one for you. Yo, what strain you smoking?
Oh, you know what? I'll have to look. My guy sends me a menu, and I and I told him, I was like, pick. It's like something cake, maybe space cake.
Space cake sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, space cake. It's something like that. It's something with a cake in it. I was like, that sounds good. I was like, pick your favorite one. I think that's what he gave me.
That's super dope. I like space cake. I have ice cream cake right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's at like 22% according to the dispensary. Yes, I give all my money to the local dispensary. Support your local business.
Where do you live? You're in where?
I'm in Rhode Island. I'm in Warwick, Rhode Island.
They have dispensaries in Rhode Island?
Yeah, we just went we went medical a few years back. I want to say like 2019, maybe even sooner. I don't know. But in Mass, it's obviously rec and medical.
Right.
But so I used to just take the trip over 195 and go hop over to the Nova Farms over there. Shout out Nova Farms. and I used to just show them my ID and get hooked up over there. But that was a little ride, so I had to like make a thing of it. You know what I mean? I had to like make a little morning of it and shit, grab a coffee, head over there. But now I'm like 6 minutes from my dispensary now, and I have my med card. So
That's what's up.
yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I gotta go once. The only thing that sucks about Mass is the tax that they put on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll go up to Maine and get it in Maine, up in Portland, and it's so much cheaper.
Nice. Now you say you go up to Portland. Have you ever considered performing out in that area? Because that's a lot of fun too.
So I have actually. I opened up for R.A. the Rugged Man, Terminology, and Acrobatic up in Portland. Back in, I think it was November.
Nice. Oh, this patch here?
It was fucking dope. It was probably my favorite thing.
Look at this. Dispensaries are really expensive.
Yes.
In AOK's comment.
What? Where is it?
Massachusetts, yeah.
Oh yeah, Massachusetts. That was the first one I saw. Thanks, Massachusetts, cause I know.
Dude, like I don't know about strains or anything. I just be rocking with this shit. Oh,
fully packed berries. What is that? A sucky?
They're gummies.
I just
right.
feeler, unless I'm feeling fancy.
I like the gummies.
Oh yeah, I have some right now actually.
Oh, word.
Want to know what I tried recently over the weekend?
What is it?
Was the chocolate shroom bars.
Ooh.
And it was just a microdose, but it was awesome. It was like a whole. It was just like a head change, like you know what I mean. Right. But afterwards, I just like felt so relaxed.
Right.
Clear mind. Everything. It was awesome.
Have you done any homework into microdosing? You know about that?
I mean, just like a little bit. I'm not gonna say I know like the technical stuff about microdosing. All I know is that like it can really help depression and anxiety, which I have both of. So even just doing it over the weekend, like they were like take 1 to 3 for a microdose. So I took 2 squares, and it was like the perfect amount. Like I was like when you do shrooms, it's like here, and then it's like when you're over, it's like no. It was just like tipping like right there. It was perfect.
That's funny. That's cool.
I think K Blaze is right.
Yeah, this turned into a stoner conversation fast. Johnny's like, I don't know what I'm doing here. And Jimmy B says he got DMT cards. So next week, the new host will be Jimmy B with his DMT cards. And we'll be sharing, tripping the God molecule. Shout out to Jimmy B. What's up, bro?
I don't know. What do you think? Should we get into rapid fire?
I wanted to do rapid fire. I just got to make sure I have my 2-minute timer. All right, guys, we're going to break into rapid fire brought to you by Brawlers Inc. Clothing. Shout out to Joe Brawler. Make sure you hop on brawlersinclothing.com and grab a fresh t-shirt or hoodie today. Kemic, let me pull up this timer real quick, and we're going to break into rapid fire. Johnny, tell her the rules of rapid fire, please.
So we're going to be asking you questions. There's going to be like 2 things. Like Xbox or PlayStation, you're gonna pick one. You must answer with 1-word answers unless we ask you to elaborate. We probably won't ask you to elaborate, but in case we do, please do.
All right.
Well, we're gonna put 2 minutes on the clock.
All right, ready? I'm ready.
Trip, you going first?
I'll go first.
All right.
All right. Kanye West, rapper or producer?
Producer.
Ice Cube or Snoop Dogg?
Snoop Dogg.
Jay-Z or Nas?
Nas.
Cars or trucks?
Sorry, what was that?
Cars or trucks?
I mean, I have a car, so I have to say a car.
Let's see. East Coast hip hop, West Coast hip hop?
East Coast.
Favorite female MC?
Snow the Product.
Good one. J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar?
J. Cole.
Game or 50?
50.
Hot dogs or hamburgers?
Hamburgers.
Fish or steak?
Steak.
Dirty South or East Coast?
East Coast.
One
Trip,
minute.
pass.
Performing in state or out of state?
Out of state.
Recording or performing?
Performing.
Cordless microphone or not cordless microphone?
Cordless.
Bad question.
Favorite thing to do other than rapping?
Traveling.
Ooh, good one. Traveling in the country or out of the country?
Country.
I didn't hear it. It cut. What?
Out of the country.
Out of the country? Okay.
Cruise or Disney World?
Cruise.
Buffalo or barbecue?
Barbecue.
Mozzarella sticks or mozzarella triangles?
Mozzarella sticks.
Ranch or blue cheese?
What'd you say?
Ranch or blue?
Blue cheese.
And that's the time. Thank you for participating in Rapid Fire. Sponsored by Brawlers in Clothing. Make sure you go purchase your merch today.
Some of those I was like, I don't know. I just had to say one.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah, that's fun. I like doing that. Guys, you're supposed to. Oh, I did get one. Obviously from K-Blaze. Wax or flour?
Flour.
Yeah, I'm a flour guy too. I'm a flour guy unless knowledge is around. Unless knowledge is around, then I'm a dabber.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that dab, so whenever they're around, I'll take a dab or two. But I'm not the type to like go and buy dabs. I'd rather roll some joints.
Same.
Yeah.
Yabba dabba do. I felt the need to say that.
Boo on the blue.
Boo on the blue.
Oh.
Boo on the blue. That is an angry.
People rash on me for is I don't like ketchup. Like I hate ketchup.
Yo, I don't fuck with ketchup either.
You don't? Let's go.
That's random.
I also eat like a toddler though, so like I don't eat anything.
I really like everything, but like ketchup is like on my like list of 5 things that I will not eat.
I don't fuck with ketchup at all. I don't even fuck with the smell of ketchup.
No, it's nauseating.
All right, so guys, just so you know, I just Googled people who don't like ketchup. And the first hit I get is from Quora. Excuse me on the pronunciation. I don't know. The question asked is, why are people who like ketchup considered unsophisticated?
I guess.
Oh,
You unsophisticated pieces of shit. Trying to force ketchup on us. Stop it.
I am very sophisticated. Pass me my ketchup. That's so funny. Big Ketchup is gonna cancel us. Man. All right. But back to the music. So guys, like we said before, I really want you to go search Kemic in the YouTube. We obviously have the links in the description of this video, but you can also hop on the YouTube and just in the search bar Kemic. I've done it myself. She's the only artist who pops up with the name. To even for more shits and giggles, you can do kemichiphop and in the search bar on YouTube, and you're gonna find a bunch of stuff. Grandma's ciphers, her own personal videos. You will find her YouTube page. You should give her a sub. Absolutely give her a subscription. Hop on the Instagram, follow her there. She's also on Facebook. She has a like page. And get in touch with Kemic, guys. Dope ass artist, super dope artist.
We got a few more questions to run through. We only got a few minutes left, so let's try and get through all of them.
Oh,
so, if there's one thing about yourself as an artist that you can add, take away, whatever it may be, to make yourself better, what would that be?
Definitely my breath control. Just something that I always have to work on because I have asthma. So, that's like something I struggled with over the past couple months since I've been sick. But, I've been really trying to do like breathing exercises and like practicing my sets more to work on my breath control on stage. And it's been working a lot, but it's just something I can always improve on,
Yeah, for sure. Definitely super important, and during not only the recording stage, but like the performance stage for sure.
Big facts. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't think we've gotten that one before, Johnny.
No, definitely a first, but definitely.
Yeah, I like that one a lot because, like you said, we can always all improve. And you said you struggle with asthma too, so I can only imagine. Yeah, make sure you get some. I know you know, but make sure you get some fucking rehearsals in before the show in Frederick.
Oh
And
yeah,
tear it down. It's gonna be.
I have a
dope.
show this weekend.
Oh, really?
No, I'm sorry, not this weekend. Coming up, the next weekend, the 12th. So that'll be a good little practice beforehand. But I like to go. This is the record company in Boston. It's actually in Roxbury, but they rent out like practice spaces for like $20 an hour.
Oh
So
shit.
go there and practice, for an hour or 2 hours, and they give you your own little soundproof room with mics and everything. They provide everything.
Now, where is the show that's coming up? Yeah, that is cool. Where's the show?
It's actually a show that KNG is putting together. It's I don't know. I know you guys are probably familiar with J Faith. He's a Grind Mode affiliate.
Yes. Yeah.
Life on the Rise. They just put an album out together, and we're throwing their album release party. It was actually supposed to be over this past weekend that we got snow, but we had to postpone it to the 12th.
Dope. Yeah, I'm familiar with J Faith. He had submitted his music to the old what was that? The Sunday night countdown. What did we used to do? We used to do like Friday night showdown.
Friday night showdown.
So I judged some of his tracks for Friday Night Showdown. They were dope. They're good shit.
Oh yeah, he's a dope artist.
For sure. So and kind of continue here. So if you had the means to, what are some things that you would do as an artist to upscale your community?
I mean, just like making sure that there's like, places that, people can go and like feel the sense of community. Like I know that, Bridgeside Cypher, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It goes on in Cambridge. It's just like a really like inclusive cypher that they throw. But I'd like to see like more events like that all throughout the city. Just, getting, younger people instead of like, into drugs, into, making music and shit like that, or, just finding a hobby and, working towards just, that in general.
Absolutely.
Yeah, giving these kids a place to learn a hobby or a craft and
exactly
discover their passion for music.
Practice spaces or, places that will provide, microphones for people to practice and, especially younger kids too,
Yeah. Were you a YMCA or a boys club kid growing up at all?
I did a lot of like after school programs, through my school. I went to school in Malden actually, and there was always like after school programs and stuff like that. And I did a lot of sports, so I never was really like YMCA or anything like that. I was just constantly in sports or
through the school
after school stuff. Yeah.
That's what's up. Johnny, the round table question.
All right, this is going to be the last question of the night. It's the round table question. You're at a restaurant, you're at a round table. There's 6 chairs. You're sitting at one chair. On those other 5 chairs can be anyone from any different walk of life. Could be dead, alive, character from a movie, cartoon, whatever it may be. Who are those 5 people at that table with you?
Oh, man. Probably my best friend Cece, who passed away a couple years ago, just to have another conversation with her. Let's see. I feel like definitely like Biggie would be a really fucking dope person to just, be there. I feel like I'm going to pick a different like walk of life for every person. Let's see. Haley Williams.
Okay.
Love Haley Williams. Oh gosh, this is so hard.
You got Haley Williams. You got Biggie.
Oh man, just like pick like certain people. I don't know, maybe. Do you know Lexi Alege?
I don't, but that's what Google's for.
Lexi Alege, dope fucking female artist. So actually, I should have mentioned her in some of my influences as well. She's newer, but she passed away a couple of years ago from a drug overdose. And but like after she passed away, her label put out an album, and it was honestly probably my favorite album of last year. So just look up Alexia Leger if you have a time. She's really fucking dope. How many have I said?
That was 4.
And one more. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Bob Marley.
That's a dope one.
Yeah.
That's a dope
Just
one.
to like be able to fucking smoke a joint with Bob Marley, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be a good night, I think. Biggie might just, you never know what you're gonna get with Big. I feel like, what if he just smoked too much and he just wants to sit and like he's sitting. It's a round table, but I feel like somehow he'd still find the corner and just be like.
It would be dope to like chop it up with Biggie.
Yeah. No, Bob Marley, not Gregory Isaacs.
I don't know who Gregory Isaacs is.
Sorry, Maximus, you don't know.
K Blaze apparently has some type of mental connectiveness with Kemic because he was also just thinking Bob, LOL.
Oh yeah.
No, Bob Marley's dope. I just recently was at work and we were playing the whole Bob Marley's greatest hits. Oh man, that dude didn't miss much.
Oh no, Redemption Song was one of the first songs I learned how to play on guitar.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, what a great artist. Biggie and Bob would be chief, and yeah, I'd also like to hear Biggie and Bob on a joint.
Right, dude, that would be fucking sick.
So
they made one posthumous on the duets album.
Oh really? Okay, there it is. Knowledge. There he is.
Yeah. They obviously didn't sit in the studio together, but
right. Yeah, posthumous shit can work sometimes.
I forgot the name of the song. The song's fire though.
What album was it?
It was the Biggie Duets album.
Oh, all right. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I didn't cop that album. I have everything else Biggie except for that probably. All right, guys. And Kemic, do you have any final things to say to the people or any shout outs to make?
Honestly, I want to shout out to everyone who tuned in. Like I was seeing a bunch of different people in here throughout the chat. So that was pretty awesome to see everyone come in here and be involved in everything. I just want to, appreciate y'all for tuning in and, come out to a show, come vibe out, come, if you haven't met me, come out and meet me. I'm a pretty nice person,
Facts. Yeah, we had a good time. We had a good time at the bars at the barbecue. Yep, drinking.
That was a good time. That jungle juice, man.
Oh, so good. Only need one cup of that. We'll start telling our deepest stories of life to each other and shit. Fucking.
I had one cup and I was like, I'll have one more. And I turned to Glenn. I was like, you need to drink this. I can't drink it.
That's what executives should have done too, huh? What guy? Hey, Trip, is your car open? Yeah. 3 hours later, comes strolling out. I said, this kid, man, you got the jungle juice. You guys, chat room, you guys need to make it out to the next bars at the barbecue. Come kick it with Kemic and myself and Johnny.
I'll definitely be at the next one.
Springtime will be here before we know it.
And just to kind of bring it back, it's called Hold Your Head. Bob Marley and Biggie Smalls. Hold Your Head.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Google. No, you Googled that shit, bro.
Apple Music did, actually.
Okay. My fault. Kemic, I also wanted to ask, I threw your Linktree on there, but I also wanted to know, are you on streaming platforms?
I am. Yep. Pretty much everything. Spotify, Apple Music, Google, Amazon. Cool. Whatever you use, you can find me.
Word, you guys heard that. That's what's up. Where y'all at? New England? Yeah. Yes. All three of us are in New England. Johnny and I are in Rhode Island.
Yep. And I'm in Malden, Massachusetts.
She's out in Malden. Yeah, Maximus. Tune in 2 Thursdays from now. We are bi-weekly Behind the Grind. We interview your favorite grind mode affiliates. So Kemic, we're gonna wrap it up now. I'm gonna let you guys get on with your night. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I had a great time.
Oh, definitely. I appreciate you guys having me. This was awesome.
Absolutely. It was definitely a dope convo. Thank you for kicking it with us.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Word. I love to hear it. Yeah, you did great. All right, fans, family, and friends. We will check you guys out soon. This is bi-weekly Behind the Grind. I know it was tri-weekly this time. We just wanted to get a little promotion behind it for Kemic, the promotion she deserves. So
we had to wait for Trip to get his sex change operation and going through his recovery. So that's why we missed a week.
Yeah, yeah, that's what happened. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Jungle Juice, can't jive without my Jungle Juice. All right, guys. Once again, volume 33 of Behind the Grind. I am Trip B. That's my homie Johnny Concepts. We had Kemic tonight. Y'all have a great night. Peace out.
Peace out, guys.
Take care.